Hi, it's me, it's Johnny Boy. We're in Bookham today, Bookham in Surrey. We did a recent video with Dean in Cardiff, and Dean had a lovely kitchen and an outdoor kitchen. And Shane here wants me to see his kitchen. Hi Shane, we've rehearsed all this, haven't we?
Absolutely, Johnny.
How you doing?
Yeah, very good. You?
Yeah, good. Shane,
Johnny?
how you doing?
Very good. You?
Saturday morning. What am I doing here Saturday morning? We come up to have a look at your garden, haven't we?
Yeah, you have. You've kindly come along and had a look at our outdoor area here in Surrey.
Let me just make one thing clear, right? I knew straight away as soon as I arrived that there was going to be something special around the back, because the front of the house has curb appeal.
Thank you. Very kind.
No,
I think that might be my wife's intervention there, but yeah.
Are you both into sort of expectations how things should look? You both, I think, that way?
I think, as you know, my wife would say I've probably got OCD, but
have you?
A little bit, just a little bit. Just I like things to be even, if that makes sense. You know,
Yeah.
that's it. But no, we both have an input in. Do you know what I mean?
When did you realise you had OCD? When, seriously, as a kid or as
I think, to be fair, I've always been someone that, I don't know, for example, in the kitchen we had lights put in underneath the, you know, like everyone does, I guess, under the counters. And I have to have them sort of equal, either side of the sink. Yeah, or it has to be in the centre of the sink or either side, stuff like that. I like things to be neat and tidy more, if that makes sense. I'm not someone that, you know, turns on and off light switches and I have to do it a certain amount of times or anything like that.
That was me. I look inside the fridge to see if the light's still on. Were you like this as a 30-year-old in your bedroom? Was it clean and tidy or?
No.
It wasn't?
No, definitely not. No, I think it's just something I've developed, do you know what I mean, as I've got older, I think. And I think, you know, it's like, I think when you have kids as well, and
you've got to be efficient, haven't you?
Yeah, and you're looking also at the mess and stuff like that, and you're forever walking around after them and cleaning up.
Do you think that OCD sometimes come with, when you're in work, you want work to be right, it needs to be correct, because you run your own business?
Yeah.
Can we say what you do?
Yeah, certainly, yeah. I own a recruitment company.
Yeah.
And
you can name them, who the company is.
Office Zebra. Look them up. Very good company, obviously. But we're perfectionists in what we do. You know, we look after our customers, and you know, if something goes, you know, I've always judged a company by when something goes wrong. It's like a bit like a car, you can buy it anywhere. But it's when it goes wrong, that's what you're paying for, you know. And
it's accountability, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
We were just talking about the big green egg over there. We're not advertising. This is not a sponsored video now.
Unfortunately.
I'm just going to turn this around so we can get you in screen a little bit there. But the big green egg, you said I could smell you've been cooking on that. It smells absolutely gorgeous. People are going to say, why are we talking about a big green egg? But today it is about accountability. You tell us about you've had a little bit of a problem on the inside, but
yeah, on the inside of these, they're ceramic, and you get what they call the fire basket, and then you've got another piece on top, so it's like a 2-piece set. And obviously, it takes the you know, the brunt of the heat. You know, this thing can burn. You know, I think
high temperatures,
very, very high temperatures, like a tandoor oven. And so inevitably, you know, things do crack inside.
And they dealt with it.
Yeah, absolutely. You get a lifetime warranty with it, as long as it's not the metal stuff. Anything else inside and the outside shell is a lifetime warranty. I think it was 450 quid to replace, but they sent it out free of charge the following day on a pallet.
How does that make you feel when a company dealt with that like that instantaneously? It wasn't a fight, was it? No.
It was straightforward. And what was even better was that I didn't realise they had a lifetime warranty. It was when I phoned them to place the order.
Right.
They said, well, you do realise we have a lifetime warranty. So the fact that I didn't even go to them asking for it, they pointed it out to me.
They told you about it.
Yeah.
That says a lot. Hey, big shout out to the Big Green
great company.
The Big Green Egg Company. They will be featuring in this video in the links. Your garden, it's amazing. This outdoor kitchen, living space. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. I particularly like the tiles, porcelain tiles on the wall. They look really, really good. Was that a choice in colour between you and Beck?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the first thing we chosen was the floor tiles, which I'm sure your viewers will see, but they're not your standard sort of tile. They're I think it's a tumbled edge. Is that the technical term? Yeah. Tumbled edge, and they're not
give it that like authentic look.
Authentic and sort of weathered feel. They're not bright white. They're all slightly different shades and colours. And so once we had those, we then had to choose something that was going to go with the floor tile, really, and that's how we came across the porcelain tiles for the walls.
And the look of the paving, it's got like this, there's a variation in colours. I would love grout in this because you wouldn't see the cement marks.
No, exactly. Yeah, you're right.
You've used Mapai Ultra Colour, the Ultra Colour one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I believe it's limestone is the colour we went for, which just by luck, to be fair, we picked it off a chart. So, and it by luck, it was the one that it sort of seamlessly sort of blends with the tiles.
I'll tell you a little story. We did a job for Stephen and Roz down in Bridgend, and they like nice things. They got a nice little cottage, and they had an Egyptian limestone, 3 cm. It was quite thick, and they were calibrated edges like this. A little bit of a variation on the edge, but they chose Papai Ultra, and they used the jasmine.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that was a beautiful colour, and that worked perfectly. Like, you know, so did you guys like choose the colour of the grout together? Was that just a natural choice in colour, or? Yeah,
it was. I think to be fair, they do there was quite a lot of colours which were very similar. The shades were very similar, and I'll be honest, I think we got lucky. On the paper, it was very much of a putty colour. And to be fair to my pay, it was pretty much bang on what they showed on the colour charts, really. So and it just so happened it matched perfectly to the tiles. Yeah.
Look, I've got to say, I want to get onto this bit here now. These worktops are incredible. I asked you why you chose them because you actually mentioned about you see a lot of people using porcelain and then you have to round the edges off, but then it changes when you router them. It changes the look of the porcelain, and it's quite thin. These are a little bit thicker. What is this called?
So this product's called Lapitec. Lapitec, yeah. It's basically
going on. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to move the car now.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
No, I'll move it now.
we can come back to that.
So that was good, isn't it? Hey, it's natural. So it's called Lapitec, and was it online?
No, we were informed about it. We've been looking, and because we don't have a roof system over this, you know, quartz, even granite.
Will change colour.
Will change colour. You know, the UV and the weather and everything else. We looked at the porcelain, as you say, but actually on a surface like this, it can be very brittle because of the exposed edges. So Lapitec basically is used on sort of ship decks. They use it in shopping malls.
In the sea with all the salt.
Cladding on buildings, and they've now gone into kitchen tops, and that's what here. This is a 20mm thickness Lapitec, and it is. You can drop a Le Creuset pan from up here on it. It won't mark it. It doesn't mark. And there's a few marks in there where we were cooking yesterday, but it wipes straight off. And it's no maintenance. It won't change colour over time.
I've actually loved what you've done here. You've got all the doors that you bought and you built them in place. You've got the wood stove there. You've got the pizza oven there. You've got the cedar behind. Do you think maybe sometime in the future I get invited back to a barbecue and have a look and test the cooking and change the garden?
That's where it comes into its own. You know, we had a do over the summer. And you know, with all the neighbours that came round, and it's just everyone just congregates. You know, they use the other seating, but everyone wanted to be.
Did you see the recent video I did with Dean in his garden?
Yes, I saw it. Yeah, that was fantastic. That looks fantastic.
The proof is in the pudding is to taste the pudding. We've got to come back. We've got to taste it. I'm conscious that your wife. We need to move the car now, but very quickly, how important is it to use the outdoor? Because we're at that point now. How important is the outdoor space for any family in this country?
I think, you know, as we know, summers are getting warmer, and I don't think that's going to change. I think also we've used this pretty much, I'm not kidding you, probably every night over the summer.
Right,
you know, even when it was raining, I just put...
So you're cooking outside?
Yeah,
as well?
I put a brolly up at the moment. We're going to get a louvered roof aluminium system put in over the next few months. But even that, I just put a brolly, you know, over, if it's raining, I just put a brolly up and I cook. And you know, something like the pizza oven, the wood-fired pizza oven or the green egg, that will stay lit for, you know, I do slow on the green egg, and that one piece, that bit of charcoal that I put in lasts for about 8 or 9 hours.
And you work from home, so you can put some stuff on it.
Yeah, I have a leak probe in it, alerts me on my phone when it's got to temperature or whatever. Yeah, so, and I think it's great family time. My kids, they have their friends over, they sit up here, we make pizzas, you know.
It's another way of living, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, Shane, thank you very much for inviting me up today to have a look at your garden. I'm going to do a couple of little clips now and just show our viewers what it's about. But if anybody wants any advice on product in this video now, we'll put it in the links. Maybe you can comment on in the video at a later date and put the links on to the companies that you know that you've mentioned. The stone come from Mandarin Stone, didn't it?
Yeah, correct. Mandarin
Good service.
Stone. Excellent service. Yeah, couldn't fault them.
The worktops, good service.
Yeah, worktops, excellent service. Yeah, I mean, even all the you know, the double fridge and all the cabinets and everything, brilliant from start to finish. Yeah, couldn't fault it.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for coming.
Appreciate it. My pleasure.
So the pizza oven, you can basically, so we'll put it takes, so that's an uni, that's a gas one, yeah? You can cook on that within 60 seconds.
So you got 3 different types of cooking facilities here, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh, but the uni, you heat it heats up in 15 minutes and you can cook on it.
The uni, that one there, yeah?
This one here, yeah, so that's a gas one. And then we've got here.
How long have you had this one now? This one here?
This one here, my wife bought this for me for my 40th, I think it was.
Right.
Actually, this is a Jamie Oliver pizza oven. And it's...
So what temperature are we looking at there?
This will go up to 600-700 degrees.
Really?
But the problem is with this one is that you need to build a fire in it, a proper fire. And then really you need to leave that going for about 2.5 hours. And that's when everything's heated up properly, that's when you start cooking on it. And what we'll tend to do is we'll probably put some pizzas in there, for example. Then you put like a nice leg of lamb or chickens in there.
What wood do you use?
Your potatoes. So I use olive wood. I use quite a lot.
Olive wood, yeah.
I also use it as a South African wood, which my butcher gets me, funny enough. It's this, I don't actually know what it's called, but it's brilliant. If you feel it, it's so...
Oh, it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that lasts a while, I suppose, doesn't it?
Yeah, it burns really well, burns at a great temperature. But we'll then put that on, and then I could come down, no word of a lie, the following day, as long as I can put that on there, and I could cook a loaf of bread on it, the following day it's still hot.
Do you know, I'm listening to you.
It's mad.
A leg of lamb, loaf of bread.
Yeah, we'll do. I do trays of seafood.
Were you always like this? Like years ago?
I love cooking. Just love it. Yeah.
So you got three. Well, no, you haven't. You got 4, haven't you? You got this one. This one here is the what?
That's the gas uni. So this is.
And so when do you use this one? Look at this.
Like when like my kids have got their friends over. So my daughter had her 9th birthday recently. She had 10 of her friends over. And Becky makes up the dough. We do it all out here, and we did, no word of a lie, 10 pizzas in about 10 minutes.
Did you really?
It takes 60 seconds.
Once you got your preparation, so the key is the preparation.
It's just so quick and easy, and you know what it's like with pizza. You know,
I want to taste your pizzas.
If you anytime.
This is like a cooking channel now.
If you do it, the problem is pizzas like we used to, on there for example, it does take longer. You'll cook one, you take it in, you never eat together because then I'm coming back.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Whereas with this one, because it's so quick, I can actually do 4 pizzas
because it's
in 4
intense,
minutes, and we can sit down as a family and have our own pizza or shit.
So what's the difference between this one, the wood fire oven one?
You do get that wood fired taste on it.
It's nice.
Beat the flavour that it delivers.
More authentic.
Yeah, and also with this, you're limited on space. You can put little hot trays in there of food, but this I can fit a whole baking tray in there of legs of lamb, trays of seafood.
So you're using the uni because you can do it quick when the kids are around. This one, if you want that really authentic wood taste in there, the leg of lamb and other stuff as well, you can put in there.
Absolutely.
How long would a leg of lamb take to to do that?
Well, I treat it exactly as I would as an indoor oven. To be fair, it would cook in the same time. So you know, this doesn't have, not like this. It hasn't got a temperature gauge, but I've got an ultra trigger sort of gun temperature checker, so I know what it is, and I've also got a little temperature gauge there. So I'd get that up. You know, if I was doing a leg of lamb, let's say at 180, I'll just keep it, and it will stay pretty steady.
And with these pizza ovens, because of the dome shape, you get the heat, isn't it?
It just goes around the dome. I tend to put the fire on one side. Some people will put it at the back. But obviously, the flames lick over the top, so that's why it's so great for the
It's better than our electric fan system.
Yeah, but it does. The same with this. I use that as I would an oven. You know, you put your...
Is that a smoker or no?
It's not a smoker. You can... I do use smoked chips and lumps of wood on there if I want to introduce some smoke flavour to it. So I've got like maple wood, pecan, hickory, and I'll put...
You're like a carpenter, Joy, there. Oh, you would.
I'll soak it in water, put it on.
Why do you soak it in water for?
Just because otherwise it just burns so quickly.
Right,
just getting that raw
so you get
smoke that you're going to get from wood. Whereas if you soak it with this...
Is that to soak it overnight or just...
No, I do it for like 15, 20 minutes just to introduce a bit of water to it. But you can put that in the middle. I can scatter it all around. And if I put, let's say, a brisket or something on there, and I'll have it on there for 8 hours, it gradually burns sort of outwards. But that will last. If I do an 8-hour cook on that, I'll still have probably at least another 8 or 10 hours.
I bet the neighbours know when you're cooking.
Yeah. Well, luckily,
brisket, leg of lamb.
Side, he does the same. He's really into his.
What about chicken? Do you do chicken?
Yeah, chicken, spatchcocks, and whole chickens.
Spatchcock! Look at this. You're a real connoisseur, aren't you?
I wouldn't say that, but no. I like my food. I'm really into it, you know. And this has a plate setter, so this is set up for direct cooking at home, so that you do your steak or your chops or, you know, chicken breasts or whatever.
You're using all the right words.
If I was doing a roast, they call it a plate setter, so it makes it indirect. It's set up for indirect.
You do realise this is a landscaping channel, but this is about outdoor cooking, isn't it?
Yeah, but you guys must get really hungry when you're doing all this sort of work outdoors.
So if I do some work here in the future, can we use it, or are you going to come and cook for us?
I'll cook for you.
Yeah. What about this one here then? Shay, make this one here.
So this is it's a Weber gas.
And when do you use this? Is this for your burgers and stuff like that?
Yeah, again, it's great if we have a lot of people over. So the last time we had people over, I think we had 34 people. So
34?
Yeah. So if I'm cooking just on that, it's a lot, because, you know, you got kids.
Do you think they just come because they know you're cooking? Or?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'd like to think so. Not just for my company. But yeah, you know, if you're doing burgers and sausages and what have you, you're cooking different stuff at different temperatures and different times and stuff. So I'll tend to use this, and this is great because of the cooking area. You can smoke on this one. It's got a tray here. You put your smoked chips in it, and then there's a flame underneath, so you could actually smoke on this quite easily.
Right. Okay.
And then this is what they call a sear station, grater stage. You can change that out and put like
that's a high temperature then, isn't it?
Yeah, very high. You've got 3 burners concentrated here. So, but you could put like a wok in there. You can put different a flat top, so like a cast iron flat surface.
You do realise I'm learning loads from this because I'm building my kitchen at the moment.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it depends how you like to use it and what you like to cook. Do you know what I mean? And everyone's different. But I think, personally, I love charcoal.
Will you be cooking the weekend?
Yes.
You will?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And I bet Beck, she loves you doing all the cooking now.
Yeah, although she started to use the barbecue equipment, to be fair. She had, you know, recently she started to, I think on my birthday, she cooked me some nice cowboy steaks.
Right, okay.
Some, you know, nice ribeye, bone-in ribeyes, which were lovely.
Is this the benefit from working from home, that you can actually start planning your day and getting things ready?
Yeah, I think, especially if you're doing the longer cooks, you need to, you know, you've got to get them, you know, if I do it on the green egg, for example, you've got to get it set up, you've got to get the temperatures to the right temperature, because you want to cook it at about 120 to 140, and you've got to get the machine to stay at that temperature, and that can take a good hour or so. And then you've got to be around to keep an eye on it, because you've got to watch that internal temperature of the meat. And, you know, so yeah, working from home does have its benefits, Luckily,
So,
I'm not incriminating myself
Right.
because I've worked for myself. But
yeah.
obviously,
So we've talked different types of cooking facilities. We've talked about a leg of lamb, spatchcock. We've talked about cooking with a wok and so forth. Any recipes that you got for our viewers? If somebody was trying something, what would you tell them to cook first, apart from the burgers and sausages?
Yeah, no. I like fish personally, and a lot of people shy away from
Sea
fish
bass
on the barbecue. Yeah, sea bass is good.
How would you cook a sea bass, and where would you cook it on?
So if I was going to do sea bass, I'd probably do it on this.
Yeah.
And there's several ways you could do it. If you do it as a whole sea bass, get yourself one of those fish cages.
Yeah,
So
nice.
that
Yeah,
you
we
can
got
go
one of
in,
those. Yeah.
Put some herbs and stuff in it and put it on there.
What herbs would you have a sea bass?
I would just do like dill. I like dill, parsley. To be fair, right, you could use rosemary, anything you want, but and then stuff the fish with some nice fennel and lemon, drizzle of olive oil, bit of salt and pepper, and then put it straight on. But I've been doing a lot recently of tandoori salmon, which I actually do on the green egg, and that is knock out of the park.
Right. Okay.
I'm not just saying it, but
Is it nice? Is it?
It's really good, and salmon, because it's a thicker fish, it lends itself very well to grilling.
I'm just looking around now. Why haven't you got any herbs in your garden growing?
I'm not the best gardener, if I'm honest with you. So this is my herb rack.
Right,
They
okay.
sort of died off. So I tend to have it in the summer. I'll have all my rosemary, parsley, dill, fennel tops, basil, everything in there.
Is there any room for a little herb garden, do you think, in here? In a couple of boxes, if you put a couple of boxes?
I would like it. Becky has a veg truck, but even that
you need to do it.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna just go hand in hand. It's like having a car and not having a steering wheel.
Exactly. But I think once we get the roof put on it, I think because the sun rises and comes all the way around here and it scorches the herbs. So I think that's why I lost them quite.
And that roof you were able to open it up as well, didn't you?
It's a louvered system, so I can basically when I want the sun in, I just open it up, and when it's raining, just close it. It's perfect.
When you get this done, Shane, can we come back and
absolutely
have a look at it and see it?
I promise I will cook next time.
Yeah, there you go. Cheers, mate. So you've just said this has got a built-in what?
Built-in rotisserie.
Have you used it?
So, yeah, used it. I've done chickens on there and done fillet of beef on there. Yeah, so there's the heater there.
Some people are going to say, Shane, about we're just making this video, and when Dean sees this, right, because he likes his outdoor cooking, he think that we're trying to outdo him. So we've come here, and you've got it all. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and what have we got in here? There's another one here.
No, this is just a hob.
I could do my tomato soup on there.
Yeah, you could do that. Heat your baked beans up. You can fry your bacon on there. And I do have another hob as well, which is an electric one, which I normally bring out in the summer for sauces and stuff. And I do a paella cooking.
Oh, lovely.
Paella, they're called. Which
paella?
It's like a giant gas burner. And then that plugs directly into, like your gas canisters that you use for these. It just plugs straight in.
You know, just got to ask, all these bits, we're not getting paid to say this, but these come from a company where you can just buy as a standard size?
Yeah, you can just pick whatever cupboard you want. I think they're all pretty standard.
Is it best to get them and then build it around it?
Yeah, that's what we did. We bought the actual units first. We knew what we wanted behind the cupboards and what we wanted to use them for.
Right, okay.
I think when a lot of people build kitchens, from my understanding, is that the thing they always regret afterwards is they didn't build in enough storage space.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure we had a lot of storage. And then I just gave it to the contractor who then had the exact measurements. I'm terrible with, I don't even have a proper measuring tape, to be fair.
Right, okay. So, and he just offered it up I
then? Just give it to them, and they knew exactly how to build around it. Yeah, so there was, and it's a nice finish around it. It's clean. So here it was just, I stored sort of pizza peels and different cooking surfaces.
That's quite a simple install, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just literally screwed in there. And then the same here with the drawers and
And you just bought that as one unit then?
Yeah, so some of them. So this one is an actual encased unit. So
Right,
it's
okay,
an actual
yeah.
physical box, and then they're inside. Whereas these are just fascias. The other ones are just fascias.
And then, so you just take these drawers out and then fix it from the inside then, I suppose?
Yeah, it
Right,
gets
okay.
fixed. Same with this. This is a sealed unit. So you can see it at the top. See, but not
Yeah.
at the bottom there. Yeah.
So it's quite an easy install then, really?
Yeah, yes, it's really, really easy to do. Not that I did it, but I'm sure it is.
So, Shane, you've cooked a few recipes, haven't you?
I have indeed, yeah.
What sort of the things that you've cooked?
Well, why don't I just show you? I mean, I've got a whole list here of things that I've actually cooked. This is actually just from lockdown. This was the first lockdown.
Right, okay. What have you got there?
Have a look. I mean, take your pick.
Just read some of them out.
Read some. Okay, hold on. Let's have a look.
This is from the original lockdown then?
Yeah, so this is from the original lockdown that we had. So shin of beef stew, sweetbreads. Oof,
Ooh.
that must have been a bad day. Pork and prawn meatballs, beef short ribs, mango yogurt ice cream. That must have been for the kids. What else we got? Vietnamese salt and pepper, black prawns, sea bass with olives, capers and tomatoes, stuffed veal rolls with bread balls and pomodoro sauce, roast sirloin of beef, Toulouse sausage cassoulet, porchetta stuffed with pork mince, chicken livers, onions, pine nuts and raisins, jerk chicken burgers, salmon fillet stuffed with creme fraiche, parmesan, and prawns and prosciutto, Italian burgers, crispy seaweed, crispy shredded chili beef, Korean crispy chicken wings. Can I say that? Chicken bastardo. That's a Jamie Oliver recipe, that one. That's like a chili chicken. It was actually very good. Tandoori chicken, king prawns, polenta in a garlic, chili and lemon oil, Mexican prawn cocktail, shrimp tacos with an enchilada sauce with a mango red onion, jalapeno salsa, and a margarita, chicken ranch burgers. I mean, I could go on and on and on.
Right, I've come up, I've had a look at your kitchen, right? Yeah, you've got a lot of things to cook with. Right, but when I come up the next time, what are you going to cook for me?
Well, I thought your favourite was bacon sandwich. I can cook that indoors, can't I?
Don't tell me about the bacon.
Sorry. Oh, yeah.
This is the voice. This is the voice you heard in the background. You've got a lovely garden.
Oh, thank you.
It's beautiful, and thank you for letting me see it today.
Thank you for coming up.
My pleasure.